Hello and what's up everybody, this is the 17th Chronicler, and you'll notice that I have Umarak the Hunter in front of me. Yep, I got Umarak the Hunter. And quick thoughts, it's a very good set, definitely looks amazing, especially when you can swap out for the Mask of Control and do the Unity mode. And it's really, really cool. It's going to be a real challenge for me to not take them apart, though, because there's so many good pieces in this set. But I'm not here to do a review. No. The reason I am here and the Umarak the Hunter set is in front of me is because I want to modify this set. Now, I've had this set for a couple days now, and I found a couple flaws that can be fixed. Yes, things that can be fixed about this set. And I'm here to show you my modifications to the Umarak the Hunter set. So you will need a grand total of 5 extra pieces. 5 extra pieces, because these are extras included in the set. The axle does not come in the set in black, but the pin does. You can just use the pin in red, but I have black because black never breaks the color scheme. At least in my opinion. You will also need a 3-long Technic beam, preferably in black, maybe in brown or light green. You will need some click hinges. This is one end, and this is the other. You'll need 2 sets of Technic click hinges. And those are all the pieces you're going to need. Let's modify the set. Okay, first thing, turn them around. Okay, the back. The back looks pretty empty, don't you think? And the reason that these pins are exposed is for the Unity mode. I will not show that right now, right here. I will show that later, or actually not too much later. It'll be a minute though. So I wanted to cover that up, and I wanted to be able to put the bow on his back. Because I don't want him to have it in his hands all the time. Maybe I want him to hold the Mask of Control. Maybe I want him to hold his sword. Take your 3-long Technic beam, if you would like to modify the set, and a regular Technic pin. What I did is I just put them together, like that. And I snapped that onto the Unity pins. Wait a minute, doesn't that hinder the Unity mode? Well, give me a sec. This will make sense once I explain. This actually makes sense with Journey to 1 as well, if you've seen that. If you haven't, what have you been doing with your life ever since, like, April or something? I don't know. Okay, so get the pin out of his hand, if at all possible, and take his bow out of his hands entirely. So now you have a weaponless Umarak the Hunter, an unarmed Umarak the Hunter. Okay, turn it back around. And, okay, so now you have a bow, and now you have a pin. You're going to stick the pin right there. Right in the pin, okay. Right in the, in the pinhole on the bow. Or in one of the pinholes. And, see this piece right here that is used to connect to his hand? Connect that onto the pin on the 3L beam on his back, and boom. You have weapon storage for the bow. So now he has a bow on his back, and now he can hold something else. Like the Mask of Control. But there's something else that I want to do to this bow, because you'll recall, if you've watched Journey to 1, that he does put his bow on his back, but the the kind of arches here, they kind of fold up to give it a more compact look. These are pretty rigid. I don't know about you, but these are pretty rigid. So, modification number 2. Remember I told you about the click hinges? Boom. You can probably guess what I'm going to do next, but you're going to take off these, the ends, and just take off the couplers until pretty much all you have is this. Set those up to the side. Now I've got these. Put those in your giant bin of parts for mocking. Snap together the click hinges, both of the sets. So now you have 2 sets of click hinges. Okay. Remember the bow? You pretty much have a Gatling gun now. Going to attach them so that the click hinges rotate this way. And you can do that on both sides. Boom! Now, reattach these. Okay, so now you have a pretty standard bow, but the thing is, you can line up the angle and the best part about this, its appearance changes minimally, if at all, but they can fold. They can fold. And even better, it still works with the storage, but now it looks a lot more compact. Look at that. Look at that. I'd say that looks a lot better. And then, when he takes his bow off of his back and doesn't pop his mask off in the process, takes his bow off, and now these parts come out to attack position, and he can fire. I don't have the ammunition in the bow. I don't like to keep the ammunition in the bow, but there you go. Folding bow. Okay. Snap that on his back. Well, there's a third modification. You'll notice that he has a sword. If I bring him up, there. Oh, look, he's got a sword. But I don't see a handle. Well, unfortunately, I don't know what the intent is, but this sword... Yeah, let's just leave Umarak like that for now. But this sword is basically that. And I don't know, like, is he supposed to hold it like that? Because, well, if he's supposed to hold it like this, then this next modification makes no sense whatsoever. But I'm still going to do it. Okay. I'm going to just take off this leg for now. Okay. So this is the leg with the holster. And we got the sword and the extra... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So, what do we do with the sword? Well, basically, you just take off this upper connector. And if you want to, you can leave the pin in there. Or, if you have them available, swap it out for black, which looks a lot better. Now, you can take it off, and it's just a simple pin connection. And he can wield a sword. There we go. He can wield a sword. And you are left with these parts. So go add those to your just whatever mocking bin of parts. Okay, there's one more modification that I made to this set that does not require any outside parts, that can be done, but it may come with a drawback. And I'm about to find that out, because I don't actually know. Okay, in order to do this modification without, getting stuff everywhere, you're going to want to take off his chest plate, set that off to the side, take off his head, set that off to the side, take off his bow if you've got that, set it off to the side. There we go, okay. Okay, so now you're going to want to take off the shoulder pads. Maybe leave the pins in there, I don't know. But shoulder pads, just set that off to the side. So now we got all this stuff over there. Now we're left with this. Okay, take his arms off. Because the modification is those shoulders. I don't know about you guys, but those shoulders just, they seem a little bit too low on the torso. For my liking, anyway. So, I'm going to use the axle here. I'm going to take those out. This might take a little bit. This, okay, there's one. And now, two. Okay. And go ahead and disassemble these as well. Come on, there we go. Okay. Okay, put the bow off to the side. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. No, you don't add them to your crazy collection of mocking pieces. No, not yet. Anyway, so basically you're going to reassemble those shoulders, except this time have the pinhole on the Technic piece on the upward part. And put the Hordika neck in like this to where it's higher up. And you're going to do the same on the other side. Or I did the same on the other side. I don't know if you want to. So that he has two shoulders. I don't know how a person can function with only one shoulder. There we go. And now we can reattach all that stuff that we took off of Umarak the Hunter. Boom. And if you use the bow as a axle pusher, reassemble that. Put it on his back. Put his arms back on. There we go. Boom! Shoulders are a little bit higher up, and now there's not as big of a gappy area under those shoulder pads. So now he can claim the Mask of Control and be all hunter-like, you know? But how does he get into Unity mode with the bow on his back? Well, you'll remember in Journey to One, Luluxar comes along and gets shadow trapped, and Umarak is bringing him closer. Umarak is bringing Uxar closer to him, and he takes his bow off of his back. You'll notice that the Toa also do not have their weapons in their hand or on their backs stored when they are united with the creatures, but they do, like when they're not united. So you got to take Umarak's bow off. Either set it to the side or put it in his hands. I'm going to set it down. So now you got to take off this. Where do you put it? Well, his legs have that little Technic thing. So you can just put that on the back of his leg. And it actually gives him a little bit of armor coverage if you can look at it that way. And now you can put him in Unity mode. Splay Uxar's legs out and attach him to Umarak. Now, you're going to have to fiddle with the shoulder pads a lot. You're going to have to fiddle with the shoulder pads a lot because of Uxar's ball joints, those ball joints on his chest. I have finally gotten Uxar onto Umarak the Hunter. See, it was a lot of fiddling, and you'll notice that Umarak's shoulder armor pieces aren't quite, aren't quite properly, on there. They're kind of up and everywhere. But yeah, I think that the only creature that won't have that problem is Akita because of his or her lack of a torso piece, an actual torso piece. Because, you know, she or he has those big guns. But yeah, that might be the only creature that works like that. I don't know, I don't have any other creatures, but that is Umarak the Hunter modified. We've got weapon storage, not in use right now, modified sword, so you can actually hold it, a bow with moving parts, and raised shoulders. So, yeah, that's it. What do you guys think of this modified version of Umarak the Hunter? Do you like these modifications? Do you think I should just go back to what the instructions say I have to do? Well, whatever you think, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to also leave a like or share the video with your friends if you did enjoy it. Subscribe too, that'd be nice. But other than that, I'm the 17th Chronicler. This is Umarak the Hunter with a modified Umarak the Hunter with Uxar. And, yeah, see y'all next time. Goodbye.